It's hardly surprising that a show with a portion of its attention dedicated to a drug cartel's inner workings would be so skilled at depicting an addiction tale. On Better Call Saul, Jimmy's addiction isn't chemical. Unlike Jesse and Jane's typical but harrowing exploration of the concept of addiction on Breaking Bad, Jimmy is a hustle junkie. But not in the manner that the worst high school friend you have writes about on Facebook. A blue gem could never give Jimmy the high he gets from the attraction of the better things in life. The thrill of the scam. The sensation of power and significance he derives from his plot. Knowing your strengths has a tremendous amount of power. All it needed to trigger Jimmy's memories was a straightforward mall theft. Even though Jimmy goes by many names. Saul, Gene, and Victor. Perhaps Icarus would have been a better nickname for him in Breaking Bad, given the episode depicts two instances of Jimmy soaring dangerously near to the sun. One in the past as Gene in Omaha, and the other in the present as Gene. Others attempt to caution him and redirect him. But in both timeframes, we see what seems to be a mistake in judgment and a point beyond which there is no turning back. The consequences of Jimmy disobeying Mike's advice and seeing Walter White at a school science fair are known in the Breaking Bad timeline. Jimmy becomes extremely wealthy as a result of his involvement with Walt. But it completely upends his life. More remains to be discovered about Gene's destiny in Omaha. But what is known about the circumstances isn't encouraging. While Saul Goodman is still wanted by the FBI, breaking into a man's home while he could be awake could result in an arrest. Jimmy McGill, however, can't control himself. Due to the appearance of Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul in their roles as Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, respectively, Breaking Bad will undoubtedly be a much-discussed episode. Although it seems logical that many people will be happy to see these enduring characters return, their appearance here seems unnecessary. The relationship between the two may be more substantial in next week's show. But seeing them argue over their favorite topic of debate, the RV, in the early stages of their business feels like pure fan service. After seeing the same ruse used for El Camino just a few years ago, the power of their appearance has also been diminished by web leaks. It didn't excite me to see a much older Aaron Paul finally inquire about Lalo's reaction. I was more intrigued by how Gene Takvoic gradually became Saul Goodman on Breaking Bad. In order to easily break into financial advisors' homes and steal sensitive information like credit card numbers, investment and tax records, bank statements, and personal passwords, Gene uses Jeff and his friend to run identity theft schemes on them after the mall robbery. Gene first gets the financial advisors drunk before drugging them in Jeff's cab on the way home. Little reminders of Gene's previous existence as Saul reappear as the group gels into an efficient machine. The Bluetooth earpiece, burner phones for his friends, aliases, women of the night, and even the dated swing master. After just one hit, Gene was able to rejoin the game. When Jeff's friend finds out that their current Mark has cancer, he refuses to continue with him, which causes problems. The commotion it produces makes Jeff's mother aware of their late-night encounters. Gene argues that having cancer doesn't make a person a saint, as he is all too aware from personal experience. But it is revealing that Jeff's buddy has a distinct moral compass whereas Gene does not. Gene goes to the man's home and smashes a widow to get admission since he doesn't want to miss the chance. In contrast to their earlier collections, he has now left signs of forced entrance. It's amazing how quickly Gene has progressed from being alarmed by unsettling faces at the mall food court to this situation. He appears to be on the verge of being apprehended. Perhaps he does, too. This episode's opening scene features a crucial moment when Gene phones Francesca in Albuquerque to learn more about his former team and assets. Up until Francesca adds that Kim has phoned and asked about him, he hears terrible news practically everywhere. As a result, Gene calls Palm Coast Sprinklers in Florida to try to reach Kim. However, we are unable to hear what Gene says in the conversation. Instead, we are just able to observe Gene writhing in the phone booth as it ends. Did Kim leave the company? Was he denied the chance to communicate with her? Was there a worse outcome? We're still in the dark. Like the cancer patient, Gene may have been holding out hope for some sort of reunion with Kim. But now that it seems unlikely, he understands that he must make the most of the time he has left. It is reasonable to presume that the next two episodes will cover events in the Breaking Bad and Omaha timelines. although it is unclear what will transpire. I love how Peter Good and his crew jumped around the timeline just enough in these last episodes to keep us from feeling completely disoriented. It doesn't appear like Jean will continue to follow the straightforward rhythms of the Cinnabon for very long, given the current state of affairs. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe and give us a like.